Hey, so speaking of jobs on offer, the Royal Adelaide Show is looking at about 10,000 workers and volunteers, and this is huge. I mean, it's different departments like the show bags, competition arenas, horse stables, stages, things like that. So pretty much you could be earning $50 an hour for one of these jobs.
$50 an hour?
Decent, hey.
That's not bad at all. And how many jobs? 10,000?
About 10,000 going around. That's between working jobs and volunteering, but still quite a bit to do. But yeah, so the show starts at August 31st and goes until September 8th. So plenty of time.
Is sneaking up, isn't it?
It's coming up close, hey. Quickly gone through the year. But yeah, $50 an hour if you want to get your hands on that.
There you go. Can't wait to go get some show bags.
Exactly. And speaking of holding onto your money, a big survey has come out to say that 16% of in-person interactions now is handling cash money as opposed to card.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Back in 2007, 70% of interactions were with cash.
Right, 70% were with cash.
Yep, so every interaction...
It'd be now under 10%, surely?
Yep, 16. So now it's 16. So it shows how much cards have influenced every interaction we have at the shops when you pay for something.
I'll tell you what, I started using cash probably start of the year to try and, not spend as much. Because I feel like when you've got physical cash and it's right in front of you, you can really see how much you're spending compared to just pay waving everything.
Yeah. You go a madman on the pay wave for sure.
Oh, absolutely. But then half the problem is half these places won't accept cash. So you spend your card, then you move on to the next place and you spend all your cash.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's funny you say that because in this survey and the research as well, they actually got a neuroscientist on board and he pretty much said the same area of the brain that is connected to physical pain is also activated in a similar way when you give money that's cash. So it actually does cause some, obviously much more mild, but some sort of level of discomfort or pain when you hand cash over.
Yeah, there you go.
And pretty much as well, looking at finance stuff, Prime Minister Albanese's salary has been locked in and it's caused a little bit of controversy, obviously, with the cost of living of general Australians, but his salary is now $600,000.
$600,000?
So
he's laughing.
A little bit controversial because I think that would be one of the highest salaries for a Prime Minister we've had, but yeah, so that's his salary at the moment, and he said it came from a tribunal, so he didn't decide it came from other people.
I wonder if Albo's on the cash train.
Oh, surely, he'd be saving up.
He's got a Scrooge McDuck-like vault.
That's where he sleeps, on a pile of coins.
That's your news from overnight.
Tom, I'm in a little bit of a sticky situation, and I think it's time we call on the Fresh Fam to help me out.
Yeah, okay. What's happened?
Well, so pretty much our content director, one of our higher-up bosses, Sophie, the other day, she was having a bit of a rough one.
Bit of a rough day.
And so I thought it would be nice to get her a little gift as I was coming back from the gym to go to Fresh. And I'm just laying out the facts. This is just what happened. The Fresh Fam can be the jury and decide what they think of this.
The judge, jury, and probably the executioner, by the sounds of it.
Someone will be cutting off your head. But I went from the gym and I thought, what a nice gift if I go get a chocolate Éclair from this French place down Rundle Mall.
Right, okay.
So I'm bearing the chocolate Éclair. I bring it to Fresh. And then I say to Sophie, our boss, I say, hey, so you're having a rough one? I bought you this as a gift. It is a chocolate Éclair, a French pastry. I'll leave it in the fridge for you, right?
Yeah.
A week passes. She brings up the chocolate Éclair and she says, whatever happened to that?
Right, so she didn't eat it that night?
No.
Right.
So she didn't touch the chocolate Éclair.
Did she not want it?
Well, a week later, she did actually say when I offered it to her, she said, I don't want the chocolate Éclair. I did hear that come out of her mouth.
Okay.
And so then I put it in the fridge. A week later, what's happened is she said, whatever happened to that chocolate Éclair? I had to turn around and give her the hard truth that I ate it.
You ate it?
I ate the chocolate Éclair.
Hang on. It's been a week since you bought it. You didn't... How closely after you bought it did you eat the chocolate Éclair?
I'll be honest with everyone. It was the next day. So that's why there's a bit of controversy around the office that maybe Callum, hey, you ate that French pastry pretty quickly after offering it.
It hadn't even been 24 hours. Pretty quickly.
Not even.
You basically just called it off for yourself.
Just went out of the gym, thought, I've earned this.
I think you just wanted a chocolate Éclair.
It is one of my favourites, but it has caused a bit of discussion around the office.
Pandemonium around the office.
Look, what I will say is that, hey, she turned around and said, I don't want the French pastry. That did come out of her mouth.
Right.
Now it's in debate whether she actually meant it or not because she was having a rough day and she's been, in search of this French pastry, to which I ate.
Listen, I think that you should be replacing the chocolate eclair.
Do you reckon?
I think so. I don't think there was enough grace period between you buying it and then eating it.
You think it's all in the grace period?
I think, yeah, if you left it one whole more day and then went and ate it the day after before it went off and gross, I think that would be a different story. But I think you also probably should have gone up to Sophie and said, hey, look, if you don't want the chocolate eclair, I might have it before it spoils.
A double check.
Yeah.
I think she was not in the mood for me to tap on her office again and be like, hey, just with that chocolate eclair.
Regarding the chocolate eclair.
I know you want me to do some work and there's some pretty pressing stuff, but back to the French pastry dilemma.
Listen.
I mean, on my front, I think the words came out of her mouth. She said, I don't want that French pastry. Oh, well, next morning it's in the fridge. It's got to be taken. Otherwise, someone else will.
I think you should be replacing the chocolate eclair, but we do want the fresh jury to come and get involved. Should Callum replace the chocolate eclair? I really think you should.
I don't think so.
This is making waves everywhere, mate. The text line is blowing up. Our phones are blowing up.
Huge.
There's a lot of different people getting involved. Somebody's texted in here saying, no, Callum, it sounds like she's the problem. Mixed signals, sort herself out.
I did not text that in.
That number does look familiar.
Going this one here. Throwing sister under the bus, makes food, then puts it in the fridge for a week, then chucks out. Bit of a random one, but yeah.
Well, hey, let's go to the phone lines. We got Braden from Williston on the line. Braden, good morning, mate. How are you?
Not too bad, lads. How you going?
Yeah,
Really good.
Hey, welcome to the jury. Should Callum be replacing the chocolate eclair?
Look, to be honest with you, you did a really good thing going out and trying to, look after your boss.
Yeah. I know, I'm just one of the good employees, I guess.
Exactly.
Don't pump him up too much, Braden. He's still partly in the wrong.
I mean,
here.
what employee goes out and gets a dessert for their boss?
What employee then proceeds to eat it?
Hang on. The moment that she said, I don't want it, personally, I would have demolished it.
Oh, really?
Right in front of her?
You would have. No, you wouldn't do it in front of her, though, right?
No, not in front of it. It would have been like, hey, look, do you want it? No, I don't. All right, too easy. I'll eat it.
Right. So your grace period would have been, within the minute.
In an instant. Yeah, Braden loves a chocolate eclair.
Oh, look, I'm down bad for a chocolate eclair.
All right. Well,
all right. Well,
one on my side then.
Yeah, I mean, a couple on the text line as well. I mean, like we said, this is making waves. It's even reached another state. We're going to move over to Queensland. We got Alan on the line. Jeez, he's in a wind tunnel. Alan!
What's happening, Alan?
Alan, where are you reporting from?
Townsville, mate.
Townsville. All right. Now tell us, Alan, are you on my side or are you on the boss's side, Sophie?
No. If you're going to give a chocolate eclair, mate, you definitely, observe that it's not going to waste, but you don't take it back.
Yeah, chocolate eclairs are sacred, Alan.
That's exactly right, brother.
Right, so you're saying I should replace the chocolate eclair?
Oh, absolutely. It's a clear conscience thing.
Oh, well, I don't have that already, so it's all good. But yeah, I'll listen to your advice.
There you go. Right, it's 1-for-1 right now. We need to go to a tiebreaker. Let's have a look at the text line. Callum, someone's texted in here saying, you can tell old mate is single when a woman says she doesn't want to... We're not going to continue that text.
Maybe pause that one off. Someone's texted in saying, Sophie is ungrateful, haha. Callum should buy another for himself.
Right, well...
Hey, all right, well, I don't mind the sound of that either.
Callum, it is time for the big reveal. Sophie has been in the studio this whole time with us. Sophie, good morning.
Hi.
What do you
Thanks
think?
for doing this on air.
What do you think? Do you want another eclair? Because it sounds like the people do not think you deserve another eclair.
I can see how I'd be in the wrong if I'd said I don't want the chocolate eclair, but I don't remember saying that. I just think you ate it. I was going to eat it the next
So you're
day.
claiming that never happened?
Yes.
All right, this is another argument in itself.
This is a big twist in the story here. M. Night Shyamalan's come into the
Got
studio.
a bit of a soap opera here with the chocolate eclair incident.
And Callum, it's time for a bit of dream chat.
Mr. Simon, bring me a dream.
Yeah, Yes, don't flick off your radios because you think, oh wow, dream chat, guys.
So anyway, last night in my dream.
Yeah, just a half an hour spiel on...
I was a Jedi.
Yeah.
Fighting bad guys.
Star Wars fantasy dream. No, this is actually something that's come out with science and backed by neuroscientists to talk about what common dreams mean.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever had a dream that you're fooling or maybe being chased? Well, we've done a bit of research and had some dodgy dreams ourselves. So in front of me, Callum, I've got the top 3 dreams that people have and the meaning behind them.
Cool.
And let's jump straight into it. Coming in at number 3 is actually your teeth falling out. So heaps of people get this dream. It's third most common dream. And there could be a couple reasons behind this one. First off, could be just genuine dental discomfort. You know?
Really?
Yeah, it could be like maybe time for that checkup at the dentist.
Well, you actually got some tooth pain and your brain's registering that.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Or it could have a more psychological meaning. According to experts, any dream regarding the mouth or teeth could be linking to communication problems that you're having in your day-to-day life.
Yeah, right. Imagine going to the dentist and it's like, I'm not sure whether I need a root canal or I'm not communicating with my wife properly. Can you recommend a psychologist or do some dental work? I don't know.
I mean, it could even be you're concerned about your appearance.
Sure.
So
okay.
there's a few different reasons for having the dream of your teeth falling out. Coming in for the second most common dream, though, being chased.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so this is actually the most common dream for women, but overall it comes in at number 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had a chasing dream in a long time. I feel like I get the teeth a little bit, but chasing?
Yeah, I haven't had a chase dream since I was a kid, but apparently this is to do with avoidance. So if there's something happening in your life and you're choosing to ignore it, this could be a leading reason.
Yeah, running away from something.
Yeah, running away. I mean, it could also come from a feeling of intense anxiety experienced during that day. But yeah, mainly just avoidance. So
Jeez.
don't avoid the issue.
I'm really starting to like the idea of the Star Wars dream again.
Can we turn back?
Yeah. These are getting scary. These are nightmares.
And finally, the most common dream people have, I think everyone guessed it, falling.
Right, okay.
So falling could be things like stress or lack of sleep, and you can get that like kind of jerk feeling when you're trying to get to sleep. It could also have something to do with having too much caffeine. That can lead to these jerks and give you that falling sort of sensation.
Yeah, wow. I think that's insane that you can have too many coffees and that affects your dream state and puts you into, a skydiving routine in your dream.
Yeah. But the neuroscientific explanation for falling is that your brain is transitioning from a state of wakefulness to a state of sleepiness, and sometimes your brain can misinterpret that signal for potentially falling. So it's like all hands on deck. Let's not fall.
Yeah. Something intense is happening. Wow. Okay.
And that's typically why you might wake up to jerking.
Yeah, sure.
That jerk motion.
Hey, I mean, those are the big
Don't
three.
take that out of context.
No, it's a different kind of dream.
Over the weekend, we both went down to AvCon to
Yes.
check it out. Now, if you don't know what it is, it's basically just a big convention where a bunch of anime stuff is there, a bunch of people dressed up, a bunch of things you can buy from your favourite TV shows.
Even stuff like board games, card games, novelty games, things like that. Old retro video games you can go hang out and play. So when it's in next year, definitely check it out if you're into that stuff.
Yes, and I was having a look around and I noticed a stand where they were selling something very interesting. They were selling swords.
Yes, it's really every guy's dream, isn't it? When you see a piece of weaponry like a sword and you think, yes, where could I fit that in the house? Mantelpiece or my bedroom?
Right above the fire.
Keep it fancy in your hunting lodge.
Yeah, and you know what? I thought they're pretty decently priced. I thought I'll probably never have an opportunity like this again. So I jumped the gun and I bought a katana from the show One Piece, which is an anime. If there is anyone out there that knows it, it's Roronoa Zoro's Ichimonji sword.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Right.
So it's pretty cool. And then I didn't realise. And then I unsheathed it. It's like a proper sword.
Really?
It's not like plastic or anything. Like there's a metal blade.
Like-
it's blunt at the moment.
Yeah, there's a bit of weight to it. And also, alarming that you say at the moment as if it's in your trajectory to go to a blacksmith and wield this so you can, I don't know, slay some demons.
Well, I do kind of want to sharpen it because I want to cut something like a watermelon or something. Real life fruit ninja.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we've come down to, though. We've taken it to the Fresh Fam right now, and I guess we are wondering, what should you cut with the katana?
Yeah, so we're going to open up the text line. Just get involved. what should we cut? And we'll post it to the Instagram. I'm thinking watermelon is a must-do.
See, watermelon's a good one because it's so huge. It has the perception that it's really hard. So when you slice through it, it'll be very, victorious and rewarding. I remember there's like a family friend we have that for their anniversary, this husband got his wife this, I kid you not, a $2,000 knife or something. Jeez. And it was a really expensive anniversary present, and it was some fancy-ass knife for cooking.
Yeah, right.
I house-sitted at their place, had a few mates over, ended up throwing the fruit around. It is so smooth. It is so nice. The feeling of going through a mandarin with a blade.
One quick, easy motion.
So I can't wait to slice something up with this katana.
Plenty of people getting involved on the text line. Somebody's texted through saying, slice a cabana with the katana.
Hey, great stuff. Love the rhyming. Someone said here, bit of a dicey one, foreskin.
Yeah, not doing that.
Absolutely not. And I don't know who would volunteer to do that either.
I like this one. Line up plastic bottles full of water. See how many you can get through. 5, 10, 15. That's coming in from Jeremy from CWC.
Hey, good stuff there. Someone said it could try cutting up a punching bag, like a boxing bag, start from top to bottom, multiple cuts with that cool effect. You just look like a crazy person, wouldn't you? If someone peered into your backyard, one of the neighbours, and they think, oh, is he using the punching bag again? And you just slicing it up with a katana.
The other thing, I think a punching bag it would be pretty expensive, and I don't have one.
A lot on the replacement front. Yeah, you spend your money on the katana.
Yeah. Hey, we actually got a text from Greg from Bushboy Knives. He said he's a bladesmith and can sharpen the blade the traditional way with wheat stones for us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, how good would that be? Greg, we'll definitely have to get in contact with you. But let's cross over to Lugs Bay. We got Dave on the line. Good morning, Dave. What should we cut with the katana?
Yeah, how you going, boys?
Yeah, very well.
Yeah, I just thought maybe a whole stack of Krispy Kremes, the cream-filled ones.
Oh, wait, cream-filled. Okay, because that could be a bit of an issue if they're filled with cream. It might dirty the katana a bit.
Yeah, well, that's what'll make it more fun, I guess. And
yeah, it would be a cool effect. I'd hope I don't get any cream in the eye, though, as I go to slice
Wear goggles. Safety precautions only.
Yeah, I guess the fun part will be just licking it all up, and then whether you want to try attempt licking it with the blade as well.
I don't know if I'm game enough yet for that, Dave, but I don't mind it. Cream-filled Krispy Kremes.
That's it. Hey, Frank and Andrew's Farm, tell us what should be cut with the katana.
I reckon you should definitely do the live-action game of Fruit Ninja.
Yeah, I think that is currently what I'm very keen on doing. What kind of fruit do you think, Frank, that I should be going for? Watermelons or, the smaller ones like apples and bananas?
Well, I don't know if you want to get hit with the watermelon if you miss it. So probably, tomatoes and something soft, I guess.
Yeah, Frank, I never miss. That's the issue.
Okay, well, watermelons it is.
Well, Frank, I think, you have to put it to the test. Get your finest watermelon out.
Yeah. Frank, we'll meet you, 3 Cinema Place. Bring a watermelon. We'll bring the katana. Hey, let's wrap things up. Blake in Torrensville, good morning. What should we be cutting with the katana?
G'day, boys.
Hey.
Look, honestly, I reckon you should get Callum to stand still with a cigarette in his mouth, and you should separate the filter from the tobacco.
So, Blake, this is like the modern shooting an apple off someone's head with an arrow, just cigarette in her mouth with a katana.
Durry hanging out, me with a katana. If I was a passerby and I saw that going down, I would be calling 000.
Something's not right. Don't mind it. Tom, if you're a boss, one of the biggest joys in life, I'm sure, is, seeing your employees succeed, maybe even move on to somewhere else, get bigger and higher paying jobs, whatever.
Absolutely.
Ironically, I think also one of the biggest joys as a boss is catching one of your employees out in public when they said they're sick. Surely this is one of the greatest moments, because then you get to go up and, say to them, hey, what are you doing? I thought you were sick. You're a liar.
You're like, no, I swear I am.
Yeah. But this has happened over in England. A lady has done something pretty drastic. She's gone over to try and travel to Bali. So she's hopped on the plane.
Yeah.
And on the plane on the way to Bali, as it's stationary in England, it's about to jet off. She sees a picture pop up, and it's from her boss's Instagram.
Right.
Boss has taken a selfie. She's in the background. He's done it deliberately to say, hey, what the hell are you doing? Because she was meant to be taking a sickie. She's meant to be sick. And not only is she not, some people just go around public. Maybe they'll go to the movies or something and get caught out by their boss. She's going on a holiday, a mini holiday.
She's backed up plenty of sick leave then, I guess.
What are you doing? So she's going all the way to Bali to see her family, and she's seen the boss on the plane. How do you even not know that your boss is going to Bali as well?
Yeah, I feel like that would be a topic of conversation.
Surely it would come up beforehand.
Yeah.
Or it'd be in the calendar somewhere.
So she's been caught out on the plane and she's meant to be taking a sickie.
Yeah, and what's crazy
Unreal.
as well, she's one of these people that keeps digging herself a hole, because then she posts on her Instagram, which has a lot of followers, a video saying, geez, just got caught out by the boss. This sucks. Of course he's following you. What are you doing? But apparently,
double down.
He must be pretty lenient, though, because he came up to her and they had a laugh about it, apparently. I don't believe it. I think even if he was laughing, have a look at the eyes. It's all in the eyes.
Wait till Monday morning.
Wait until you're done with your surfing in Cooter and come back and you're sacked.
We want to open up the phone lines here, Callum. Were you caught faking a sickie? We do have a family pass down to Burnouts at the Bend.
Doesn't have to be as extravagant. I mean, you could have just been around the shops, getting some groceries, whatever, and you got caught out by your boss, but it would happen all the time.
I've been caught faking a sickie.
Yeah.
Back when I was working at the pub, had a game of footy at that morning. It was a Saturday morning, and all my friends were going out, and they said, you coming out? And I said, nah, I've got to close the pub tonight. And then after a few more chats and a couple of beers at the footy, something came over me, and I was like, nah, to hell with it.
Yeah, both arms
shoot the boss a
twisted.
message. Yeah, shot him a message, no dramas. The next day, go into work, and he has caught me out on Instagram.
Right, okay.
Seen me out partying on Hindley Street to all hours of the night.
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
Hey, mate, how's the cough? Not great. We do need to get to some texts right now. Someone's texted in here saying, morning, boys, got caught faking a sickie to get out of dinner with the in-laws.
Jeez.
Went to the pub, and by chance, the in-laws walk into the same pub. I was in the bad books for a while and took a year till I got the call up again.
Wow, it's one of the worst ones. I feel like either... Where do you think is the worst place you get caught having a sickie?
Yeah, probably the pub.
Probably the pub, the beach, in a convertible.
Hindley Street.
Yeah, there's a few options. And this one here, morning lads, I pulled a sickie and took my daughter to the Royal Show. Ran into a bloke I used to work with, and he sent a pic of me to my boss, not knowing that I was on a sickie.
Oh, you'd feel so bad, wouldn't you?
At least it's an accident on that. I thought that was going to turn into the guy did it on purpose and spite there.
Yeah. There's been some arguments at work. Hey, let's go to Bedford Park. We got Kelly on the line. Kelly, good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you guys?
Really good.
Very well. Hey, were you caught faking a sickie?
It wasn't me. It was when I was at my old job. I used to work for Telstra.
Yeah.
And a girl called in sick, and she went to the beach. And the reason why we found out she went to the beach is because she posted on Facebook she was at the beach.
So Kelly, what were the repercussions? Did anything happen to her, or was it just a bit of chatter around the office?
I think it was just a bit of chatter from what I remember. I think she may have got spoken to from the boss, but she didn't get fired or anything. So
yeah. No wonder I can never get through to Telstra, Kelly. You're all at the beach. Good on ya.
Hey, Ryan in Mount Barker, tell us who was taking the sickie.
Yeah, well, back in year 12, I sort of had a sickie and went to the big day out instead of going to school. And yeah, so I get a phone call from Mum later. She's at the principal's office. I'm supposed to be having a meeting with her and the principal about my behaviour, so she found out that way.
Right.
But the next day, my face is on the front of the paper in the mosh pit for Blink 182.
Oh, wow.
And on the advertiser, yeah.
Were you on someone's
That's why
shoulders or?
No, I was just in the front having a good time, so yeah, that's how he found out.
What are the bloody odds that you'd make the front page of the Tizer? And what was that all over school? Did that make the rounds?
Oh, it wasn't like my face zoomed in. It was just like the front of the mosh pit, and you could see me right there.
Yeah, just like
having a good time.
a Where's
Pretty
Wally?
sure it's Blink 182.
Hey, that's unreal.
Ryan,
I'd bleached blonde hair, so I pretty much
right. You stood out. Hey, Ryan, was it worth taking the sickie? Good festival?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Of course, it's worth it.
To go out. It's like this.
Hey, mate, we've got a family pass to Burnouts at the Bend. We want to give it your way.
Oh, wicked. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, Ryan.
Good on you, mate. Thanks for getting involved. Despite popular belief, we actually do some pretty good things around the town.
Yeah, sure, of
Right?
course. You know,
Good blokes.
Tom Callum, good deeds is what they call us.
Yeah. We fill up an ice machine.
Yeah, exactly right. You might have heard on one of our promos. Yes, we do fill up the ice machine when it is run out.
Yeah.
And that is not a lie.
I'll restock the fridge if we're running out of beers.
Yeah, occasionally around the office we will do the dishes too.
Yeah, occasionally.
Don't want to lie, but it happens here and there.
It happens every now and then. But the other day, I did a good deed out in the wild.
Oh, okay.
So I was at the pub.
Yeah, all right.
As most of our stories start.
Was this the good deed? The good deed for yourself? Yeah,
yeah.
It was good for my soul.
Thought about treating myself. No, I was at the pub and they had all these umbrellas outside on the outside tables, and it was a pretty windy day. And I turn around and look outside and see one of the umbrellas go flying up in the air and then tumbling down the road.
Wow.
Being the good guy that I am, I went outside and I grabbed this umbrella before, it went onto the road or before it hit an unsuspecting old lady.
Right. I love how every good deed has to some way involve an old lady. There always has to be an old lady in danger for it to be a good deed, even if there wasn't one around.
So I've chased after this umbrella. And I've got it. I put it back into the table. I even put it down so it wouldn't fly out again. Found the pin, which came out. Chucked that in and then went back and continued my day, not looking for any praise.
I mean, it seems like you took so much care with it because it is the pub. I mean, it's like...
sacred, holy place.
Exactly right. But hey, I mean, was this one of those situations where you have to say, stand back and run onto the road? Were you putting yourself in danger?
No, well, I was just doing the right thing and I didn't want any praise until now. So now,
So you didn't want any praise on the small scale. I thought I'd be modest. So bring it to the public forum on radio and get my praise to a lot of people listening.
And I feel like I'm getting that praise right now, but I want to throw it to the Fresh fam. And we're going to open up the text line. We do have prizes involved just by getting involved in the show. The text line is open. What was your good deed, Adelaide? Brag to us and we will give you the time of day and give you that praise that you deserve for doing a good deed.
Exactly right. And you might get that prize. But, I mean, this is your bragging rights.
Yeah.
This is if you felt, hey, maybe you're a little bit sheepish going around the office and saying, I did this, this was really good. You can come on with us, just tell us and everyone will know.
Too often, good deeds go without any praise or any thanks. We are opening up the conversation now for you to get those bragging rights. Tell us, what was your good deed?
We got a text here saying, I'm starting to paint. At a coordinator at Mount Barker Mental Health Care.
Jeez, you're right, mate. Do you want to start that again?
And Emma, a coordinator at Mount Barker Mental Health Care, noticed a painting on my phone. She asked if I did it. I said yes and nodded my head. She loved it. I said I'd paint her one, so she's doing it now, and she's on her second one. Awesome stuff there.
How good is that? Hey, another text here. Now, this one's a bit of a doozy. Saying, morning, how you going today? Stopped at a bakery on West Beach. I noticed a lady sitting down with her dog, and when I came back out, she'd left her phone. I'd done the right thing, opened it up to see if she had all her cards, bank cards, credit card, ID, some money in there as well. I thought, you know what, I'll do the correct thing and take it back to her. It's the right thing to do. Found her on the street, drove up, said, is this your phone? Not even a thank you.
Really?
Not even a thank you.
No thank you, okay.
I believe that was coming in from Ben. He couldn't come on air, but shout out to you, Ben. Let's get into more good deeds. Jack over in Flagstaff Hill, mate. What was your good deed?
Hello?
Jack.
Yeah, g'day, Jack.
Right. Hey, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. What was your good deed?
So someone had broken down up north and blocking off all the traffic's peak hour.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was just stopping off and not doing anything, so I just started to pull up and give him a tow with a rope runner.
Yeah.
Pulled him to a car park nearby.
Yeah, very nice.
You
did you say you're the hero of the day? Did you get a thank you? Was it all good praise?
Yeah. No, I got a thank you, and then
good
I had
stuff.
to go down to the camp store. So got on the way.
Jack, whereabouts was this?
Kind of near I can't exactly know what the road is, but it's kind of near Port Adelaide, where South Road turns into Northern Expressway.
Jeez, we'll have to keep your number on speed dial.
Yeah, I know where I want to break down.
Yeah.
Hey, Jaden in Virginia, what was your good deed?
Morning, boys.
Morning.
Yeah, older gentleman at Woolies. He was scrounging around for some cash at the checkout. Didn't quite have enough, so told the chick at the cash register, I'll just pay wave and get it for him.
Oh, very nice.
How nice was that? How much we talking, Jaden?
I was only around $20, but I got it back in good karma the following week. I went to the same Woolies, few items, went to go get a hot chook for dinner. Couldn't scan it at the self-serve checkout. The barcode was ripped, so the attendant there said I can have it for free.
Oh, there you go.
How good is that?
It all comes around. Imagine if you had a few steaks there too. Just break the barcode on them while you're at it.
Thought he was going to say the karma came back around when he went to the Pokes.
Yeah. Hey, Beck in Milo, wrap us up. Tell us, what was the good karma? What was the good deed that happened?
Hey, good morning, guys.
G'day, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. So basically I was just driving home from work, doing the old usual, autopilot, and then came around the bend in one of the local roads up the hill. And there was a whole bunch of people on the road, so, oh gosh, slow down, have a look, and I see this. Everyone's bunched around on this escapade horse that had no reins or anything on it. It was just out on the road.
Right.
So indicators went on, car parked to the side of the road quickly, thinking, what do I do? Yep, great. Pop the boot open. Yep, got some reins in there. I'll take them out and use them.
How lucky.
All right. So basically just went up to the horse, approached it just to see obviously how calm it was. The situation, it was pretty well trained. It was quiet. It was young. And literally just looped the reins over his neck and basically created a little bit of a halter on him. Asked one of the residents, could you please grab me a stick so we can use it as an extension of the arm, like a whip.
Wow.
And then just calmly just got it off the road and popped into the nearest property. We didn't know if that was the owner's or not. Popped it in a yard and slapped a sticker on the door and said, lost horse, please sort out, and then posted on social media. And hopefully the residents actually found who that owned and belonged to.
I mean, Beck, that is an amazing deed. I wouldn't know what to do if I run into a horse on the road. I'd probably just have to go around it.
I'll try and tame it. I'll ride it.
Good on you, Beck. Some great deeds, all from the Fresh fam. Somebody's texted in, I got up this morning and came into work for my boss, just doing God's work.
Good deed.
Good
deed.
deeds
Aren't we
all round.